Hi, welcome back to Shop My Tech. You want to learn how to make a great, delicious meal that the whole family will enjoy? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go over some of the stuff you will need. We will need olive oil, some sausage, some spices. Now this is my AP spice, and I've got a little thyme in here as well. If you want the recipe for this AP spice, I'll leave a link to the recipe below. We have one yellow onion and a red onion. Now I'm just going to use half of each of these. You can use one of all or half of each. We got a red bell pepper, some garlic, and about 8 potatoes. Now my potatoes aren't real big potatoes, so we got 8, but you want anywhere between 6 and 8 potatoes depending on the size of your potatoes. Now what we're going to do, we're going to clear this off, is we're going to cut our potatoes. And all you're going to do is cut them in half and then cut them in chunks about like that, and then cut them in half again. So you get about chunks about this size right here. Okay, you want to do this for all the potatoes. So I'm gonna finish cutting up these potatoes, and then I will be right back with the next step. Okay, so now that we've got the potatoes cut up, now we're gonna cut up our red bell pepper. And you wanna cut this up into about the same size as your potatoes. So what I did is I just kind of cut it along the seams, and I'm just gonna cut this, like I said, about the same size as the potatoes, and put them in your pot. Make sure you don't cut your fingers. Now, if you like green bell peppers better than red, you can use that, or you can use yellow bell peppers, whatever kind of peppers you like, you can use those. They won't affect the cook or anything. Okay, so now that we've got the peppers in there, now we're going to do the garlic. Now with the garlic, all we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife and we're just going to smash it. Okay? And then peel it. And smash this again. Then when you peel it, just put it in there. Don't mince it up or anything, okay? Just going to peel it off and throw it in there. And that's all you're going to do with the garlic. Try not to mince it up. Try not to smash it up too much where it's in pieces. You actually want a whole garlics in there. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut the onions in half, and I got half of the red and half of the white onion here. Now all we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this in half again, and cut it into chunks. And here again, you want it to be about the same size as your potatoes. You want your potatoes to be the guide to the size of everything here. Now, I don't know if I told you, you need to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. So do that before you even start, because it may take a while for your oven to heat up, which if you're like mine, it does. And notice I'm actually tearing the onions apart, okay, to kind of spread them out. The key to this is try to get everything into one layer. And now, let's see what we have here. And this is what we have. We have our potatoes with all of our garlic and onions and peppers in here. Now we're going to take just a little bit of olive oil, probably about a teaspoon and a half, and we're just going to drizzle it over it. And now we're going to mix it up. You want to get that oil covering all the potatoes, all the onions and everything. Now we're going to put our spices in here. Now I used a half a teaspoon of my AP spice, my all-purpose spice, and also I have an extra half a teaspoon of thyme in here. try to spread it out to where you have about one layer, because if it's stacked on top of each other, it may not all cook evenly. Now you're gonna put this in your oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven. Make sure your oven's heated up to 450 degrees. And then when this is done, we will come back, we'll work on our sausages. Okay, so our potatoes are done. And they're just fork tender, and that's what you want. So we're gonna set these aside. I want to work on our sausages. Now, you can use any type of sausage you want. I happen to have chicken sausage here, and I got about 1.5 pounds of them. And you're going to cut them into about 3 pieces. Here again, about the same size as your potatoes. Okay? The same size. And leave the casing on the sausage. Now, when you're done cutting your sausage, put them in a bowl. And you want to put a little bit of olive oil on top of them and put them back in with the potatoes. You're going to put them back in your oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now, if you're using pork sausage, you do not have to add any olive oil to it because your pork will already have its own oil and grease with it, okay? But like I said, I'm using chicken here, so I'm gonna add about another teaspoon of olive oil and then put it back in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, and I will see you then. Okay, so our sausage bake is done, and it looks delicious. I cannot wait to try this. I think I'm gonna try one of these potatoes really quick, just to see what it tastes like. This has tremendous flavor. You get the flavor from the seasoning, the onions, the garlic, the peppers, all just came together in this. This is delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button below. Also subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. Leave a comment below telling me what type of recipes you would like to see in the future. Till next week, this is Shop No Tech.